find a comfortable seat in your chair. So really, as you hang out here, you've got your sit bones grounded down into your chair. Your spine is tall. Lift your shoulders right up to your ears and then roll them down your back. Yeah. Just play with your feet on the floor a little bit and allow them to find a place where you can feel. I don't know, some people say there's 4 corners to the feet. Some people feel more like a tripod, like the mound of your big toe, the edges of your pinky, and then the heels. So soften the corners of your feet into the floor. There's this sense that you allow your hips, you allow your sit bones to support your upper body weight. So you're taking that nice deep breath. And then just relaxing and letting all your weight sink down into your hips, letting your hips really rest on your chair. Relax your chin. Maybe you've got one more shoulder roll down the back. And just begin to breathe. Perhaps your eyes closed, maybe they just drop to the floor. And as you start to notice your breath, just let your exhales feel a little bit longer and a little bit smoother than before. And as you focus on those exhales lengthening, just notice what happens with the inhale. Notice how the inhale that rises up is just a little bit more powerful, a little bit longer than the one before it. Mm-hmm. You're feeling that breath come in through your nose, down the center line of your body, and it's almost like it swirls in your pelvis before it lifts back up to the crown of your head and leaves through your nose. So just notice that cycle. How it draws in and expands into the body. How it releases out your nose when it's finished. Yeah. Just bring your awareness first to your hands. I want you to spread them really wide apart, stretching each finger away from each other, pulling the thumb as far away from the pinky as it can go. And then just let your hands close in fists and open. 2 more times. Yeah. And now do big circles with your wrists, rolling them right. And then taking them the other way to roll them left. Yeah. Take your arms out wide and pull the fingers back to the wall behind you and then squeeze your shoulder blades together. Bringing your arms across your body into a big hug and then roll your chest forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine, open up, and then pull the fingers back to the wall behind you. Still have one or two speakers on. So if you think your speaker might be on, maybe just do a quick check. Can't see anymore, I'm too far away. Rolling the palms, taking the fingers to the back while doing a squeeze. And then hug with the opposite arm on top. Roll the chin into the chest, the elbows to the belly. Lift up and open. Pull your fingers back behind you. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Good. Hug with the opposite arm on top. Roll forward. Lengthen up. So it's a big breath in. And the hug is a big exhale. Big breath in. Fingers pull wide. Hug is an exhale. Every time you roll into that forward roll, your opposite hand changes which one is on top, which one is on the bottom. Breathe. And release. And breathe. And release. Yeah. Just infusing your body with breath. Remembering that you can modify this however you need to. Good. Bring hands back down to the thighs and then roll those shoulders. Sweet rolls backwards. Nice. Take your right ear to the right shoulder. Yeah. Let's allow the right hand to just sweep up and rest that palm on the top of the head. Take the left arm and stretch it down towards the floor and just breathe into the side of your neck. Sweet, slow breath. Yeah. Release that top hand. Bring your head back up. Let's take the left ear to left shoulder. Sweeping that left hand up. Landing it on your head and rolling the right fingers down towards the floor. Deepen your breath. Slow and steady. Top hand lifts all the way up. Sweet. 3 shoulder rolls backwards. Good. Chin drops to chest. Slide that chin to the right. Drop it to chest. Slide it to the left. Yeah. Bring it back down, and then head floats all the way up to center. Nice. As you take that nose to point towards the sky, I want you to squeeze your teeth together. And notice that you get a big stretch along the bottom of your jaw. And then release your teeth and bring your chin back to be parallel to the floor. Just allow your head to shake, no right and left. Bring your head to center and allow the chin to go to chest, head to go to sky. It's like you're saying yes. Nice and slow. Come back to center. Bring your hands to your heart. I keep the thumbs connected to the sternum and the chin right over top of the fingertips, so that when you twist, you're not going very far, but you're isolating those tight muscles of your back and your side ribs. Breathe in to come to center. Breathe out to twist. Breathe in to come to center. Breathe out to twist. Nice. Now come back into center and let the hands fall down towards the knees. Sweet. Dropping those hands down beside you, lift them up. Now, if your shoulders feel fine today, you're welcome to just do your side bends with your arms swaying. If there's any reason that the shoulders do not want to be involved in that swaying action today, just let your fingertips land on your shoulder caps. Think of your sit bones staying connected, feeling like you're opening up the side ribs and lengthening the side waist of each side of the body as you lean right and lean left. Use your breath, so the inhale brings you back to center and the exhale is a side bend. Come back to center, roll those shoulders down your back. Nice work. So now just separate your feet a little bit wider and slide your bum to the front edge of your chair. The fingers can go right to the ends of your knees, and drop one shoulder forward to the middle between your knees and pull it back again. Shoulder comes forward and leans back. So exhale, Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Yeah, beautiful. You can hear my chair creak underneath me. Yeah. And coming back up to center, sweet. Walk your feet back into the middle. Now, I'd like you to just stretch your legs straight out in front of you. I might move this mat so that there's not as much contrast and you'll be able to see what I'm doing easier. So stretch those legs out in front of you. Your bum's right on the edge of your chair now. Now, just bend. Do I need you to bend? Yeah. Bend the left leg and then think about crossing right over left. Yeah? So sit nice and tall now and lean forward. Just get a stretch in your hips from that cross. Inhale and come back. And let's start to do kind of big circles. Your fingers might actually hang on to your chair somewhere. Do these nice big circles with your right knee crossed over your left knee. Whatever direction your circles are going, change them. Can you feel all the little tight corners of your hips and low back? Make sure your breath is slow and smooth. Nice. One more circle. And then we'll just take that leg up, put it down. Let's left crosses over right. Good. Sit tall and lean forward. Chin relaxes, back of the neck soft. Inhale up, lean forward again. Sweet. Inhale up again. Now this time, do those circles. So whatever way you're allowing yourself to rotate, you're feeling your weight shift into the different parts of your hips, and the cross of your legs is just accentuating certain muscles. You've done 3 turns in one rotation. Change your direction and rotate those circles the other way. Good. Okay, now come out and straighten your legs out in front of you. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh, and then I want you to slide it up and down. Slide it up towards you, push the heel towards the floor. So here's the trick. So many times this work, our mind feels like it's using the heel to do the work. Bring your awareness right up to your thighs and feel like the thigh muscles push the heel down and the thigh muscles pull it back up again. So feel it coming from this top part of your leg. Yeah. Notice if that changes things. It does. Makes it feel like the tops of your legs are working harder. Good. And then undo that side. Take left over right. Same thing. So the heel isn't doing the pushing and the pulling. It's all coming from the upper leg. Imagine the thigh muscles pulling the heel towards the knee. The thigh muscles pushing the heel back down again. Nice. That's some good work. Good, now release that and undo. You can feel that work building in the legs. So this time I'm not sure. Some of you will have bent knees and you can take the right ankle over the left knee and kind of sit tall and then just gently, you're pressing this top leg down. If the ankle doesn't pass the knee, feel free to just stay in a straight left leg, ankle crossing wherever it's comfortable. And the thigh, the hands don't press on the knee. We don't want to have torque happening down there. We're thinking of the movement happening right where the leg bone goes into the hip socket. So you're just lifting and releasing there. If you're sitting tall, you might even just be sitting up ankle crossed over knee, and you could lean forward over top of it. Inhale, let that come up. This knee extends. Good. So as you cross left over right and start to pull that heel up, if it passes the knee, that's the good indicator that the other leg might be able to bend, right? And then you're just gently pressing that knee down, the thigh down towards the floor. Remember that you're welcome to do it with a straight leg as well. Yeah. Whichever one supports you. Pressing the thigh down towards the floor. Right foot connected, grounded. Now allow yourself in whatever position you're in to just lean forward a bit, relaxing the chin, breathing into the outside of the hip. Nice work. And inhale it to come up. Okay, as you release that foot back down to the floor, I want you to think about doing circles with one knee. So your fingertips can come to that knee, and then whatever it feels like to do little circles there, kind of waving your foot in the air. Finish with that leg, set it down, fingertips to the opposite knee, do some circles on that side. Good. Both feet ground down into the floor. Yeah. Slide your bum to the edge of your chair and plant those feet. We want the toes to be kind of backwards, the shins to be at a little bit of an angle, and then we just begin to lean forward. So just notice your body's tendency right now. We want to use those hands to press into the thighs. Notice how your back and shoulders are getting ready to support you. See if you can instead really feel the soles of your feet connect, and as you lean forward, notice the legs getting stronger. Resist the urge to put any weight in your hands until you absolutely need to. Just letting the legs support you as you lean further and further forward. You might start to notice that the bum cheeks are going to lift off the chair. And if that's the case, the legs need to be ready to support you more. Let the bum come up to the sky, slide your hands down the legs, and then just be here in this flat back position. Half fold. Your chest pulling away from the hips, the front line of your body just opening up. You're in a half forward fold right now. We call it like tabletop position. Your nose to the floor. Press through the sit bones, lengthen through the crown of your head. Just feel the collarbones widen on your front body. Feel the distance between the hips and the shoulders get longer. Yeah. Now put a gentle bend in your knees, and as you inhale and come up, bring your hands up to the sky. Good. Draw your hands right back down to your heart. Taking a nice deep breath in, hands to sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Good, 2 more. Inhale, hands to sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Last one. Nice. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. Just drop your hands down by your side for a moment, and I want you to feel the soles of the feet connected into the floor. I want you to feel the tall strength of your legs. Maybe you're going to bring the chair somewhere where your fingertips can touch it, but bring your awareness down to the soles of those feet. I want you to pick up your toes, wiggle them, squeeze them and stretch them wide, squeeze them and stretch them wide. And then as you set them down on the floor, maybe you're wearing socks, maybe you're not, but just see if you can imagine your toes spreading wide onto the mat. Good. And then roll back and forth from the ball of your foot to the heel. Forward and back. Nice. Your whole body can get in on that. And then just set the heels down into the floor. Feet can come together. Ball of the foot and toes spread wide, ball of the foot all connected to the floor. Lift your heels up and set them down again. So the biggest thing about this we all know is that the ankles can't capsize. We can only lift as far as we can go without that flop outwards happening. Some of us flop inwards too. So just let the heels raise and lower. Imagine all the strength that you're putting into your ankles right now. Yeah. Good work. We can feel the muscles engage all the way up to our bum cheeks. Nice. Okay, so now I'm going to actually stand behind my chair so that your fingers can touch for a little bit of balance. Take your right foot back behind you and just start to pull the heel towards your bum and then tap your toe on the floor. Pull the heel up towards your bum and tap your toe on the floor. Heel lifts as high as it can. Toe on the floor. Let's do the left leg. Reach that foot back behind you. Pull the heel in. Yeah. And then tap the toe. Lift it as high as you can. Tap the toe. Lift it again as high as you can. Tap the toe. Nice work. Okay. So behind your chair, your hands might drop down to your knees. You're going to do circles. Just feeling the soles of the feet soft to the floor. Allowing the shin bones to move in big stirring motions through the ankles. Whatever direction you're going, change that direction. Yeah. And come back to center, press. Beautiful. Separate your feet a little bit and then allow those hips to do big circles, like you're hula hooping. You can go as slowly or as quickly as that feels nice in your body today. Change directions. So good. Nice. Coming back up to center. Feet can come a little bit apart. I'm facing the back of my chair again, fingers touching that chair, stepping back with your right foot, pushing it into the ground, and then bending your front knee. Just allow yourself, fingers letting yourself lean forward. Good. Keep that back heel connected. Push it down into the floor, and then this lean forward just helps you bring awareness into the back of that leg. Breathe there. Good. Lift all the way up. This time straighten your front leg. Your hips tip forward and your front leg this time is getting a ton of a stretch. Stretch through the crown, push through the sit bones. Relax your shoulders and breathe. Inhale, coming back up. Let's step that right foot forward. One more, actually. Right foot's going to step back just a little bit, though, because what I want you to do this time is bend your back leg, your right leg, and then lean back, pulling your left toes up off the mat, reaching them to the sky. Breathe. So all three of those are with the right leg backwards. And then we'll move to do those three poses on the other side. Yeah, now set your left foot back down on the ground. Sweet, now both legs can come back to center. Let's step back with the left. Okay, first one is with a bent front leg. Yeah, back heel stays connected. Just let yourself lean forward. If you don't need the chair, feel free. Some people will put their hands on the hips. Some people can let those arms stretch straight out in front of them. A little bit of balance can always help. Hands to chair. Breathe. Allow yourself to lift all the way back up. And then straighten that front leg. Lengthen through the body. And then the fold is at the hips. Really tip the pelvis forward over that front leg. Stretch through the sit bones. Reach through the crown. Breathe. You'll be feeling big lengthening happening on the back of the front leg for sure, sometimes the back leg as well. Breathe. And then as you lift yourself back up, I need that back foot to come in just a little closer. Yeah. And then I bend my back knee, pulling my front toes up off the floor, lifting those toes to the sky. Sweet work. And then release down to the floor. Nice. Step yourself together. Now, I want to be kind of beside my chair right now. So I want to be able to touch it with one hand, but be long ways so that I can work the side bodies now. So feet a little bit wider than my hips. I'm going to turn my front toes towards the chair, keep my back toes facing forward, and then really stretch my hips backwards. So think of the pelvis itself rocking over that front leg, opening up over this back area. Yeah. Now stretch through the crown of your head. That front hand can be on the chair, back hand can be on hips, or you can open it to sky. Breathe. So much happening through the side body here. Take a nice stretch through the hips, through the legs. Good. Inhale, bring yourself back up again. Let's just change sides. So step forward with that leg, back with the other leg. Front toes point to chair, back toes point to the long edge of your mat or to the sides of your room. Reach the hips backwards. Front hand on chair or to the leg. Top hand to the hip or to the sky. Roll your chest up. Stretch through the fingers. Push through the feet and let yourself come all the way back up. Bend into the knees, step forward. Good. Back with our right foot again. This time our stance is a little bit wider. Okay, so let yourself widen the stance. Now turn the toes towards the chair and bend that front knee. Yeah. Take the back fingers back towards those back toes. So you might find that your stance, you want it wider so that you can really reach in that front knee. You might find that that front knee is way out over your toes, and if it is, you need to widen. If your front knee is back here, you need to bring that foot back in so the front knee right on top of the ankle. See? There you go. Good, so you found your spot. Backhand falls to back thigh. Take the front fingers up, release back to the middle, and take the back fingers up and over. Good. Breathe. You're going to flow here. So backhand to thigh, front fingers to ceiling, back to warrior two. Backhand flows, warrior two. So use your breath. One of these is an inhale, one's an exhale. It doesn't matter which one. Every time you come back to warrior two, just find the end of that breath. Nice work. Sweet, so warrior two, now straighten your front leg. Good, stretch way, way, way far forward. Feel that nice big stretch. Top hand on hip, and then come up. Yeah, heel step your feet back together. Come to the front of your mat, and now you'll step back with the left foot. I'm gonna move my own chair to make it easier. So when I step back with the left foot and bend my front knee, same thing. Find the spot where that front knee is perpendicular to the floor. Decide how far apart your feet need to be based on where that knee is stacked right on the ankle. Okay? Press in. Lift the back arm. Breathe deep. Back hand falls to the back thigh. Sweep the front fingers up. Nice. Back to warrior two. Sweep the backhand up and over. Breathe. Long, smooth, beautiful, slow breaths. Front leg's getting a big workout here. That's the craziest part of this pose. It's like we're using the arms to just distract how much work our front leg is doing. Yeah. Come back to center. Sweet. Now straighten the front leg. Reach through those front fingers. Feel it, feel it, feel it. Rest the arm maybe if your chair is there. Breathe. Yeah. Big pose. Nice work. Top hand comes down. Let yourself come up. And then heel step those feet back together. Good. I'm going to come right behind my chair again and then let the fingers find the chair. Walk the bum backwards and soften the spine into that long parallel line as long as it feels good in your body. For most of us, putting a bend in our knees helps us push the bum even further back. So then just begin to bend and straighten your legs. Noticing how far you can go before you bring roundness to your spine. So if I can straighten my legs this far, but then I round my back, I might choose to just deepen my knee bend to really find a long, flat back. Oh, and then come all the way up. Sweet work. Stand where you're not going to hit your arms against your chair. And then just do some big circles with the right arm. Some of you are ignoring shoulder stuff like this if the shoulders feel sticky. Forward. And left arm. 5 back and 5 forward. Yeah, other way. So good. Okay, find, again, somewhere where you're not going to hit your chair or the walls around you. Separate your feet, and I want you to twist. I want you to let the knees bend as they want as you twist here. Yeah. Just getting flow into the body, letting the breath be a bit bigger and stronger. Okay, now come to center. Now I want your feet to be planted, your knees and hips to be steady. It's almost like we filled the room to concrete right up to your belly button. Open your arms. And now I want you to imagine that you can twist. Go super slow this time. Twist as far as you can to the right without moving your hips or knees. And I want you to take your eyes and look back to those right fingers and notice where you're pointing. And then unwind. Good. Twist all the way to the left. I want you to look back over your left finger and notice where you're pointing. Hips and knees didn't come with you, and then come back to center. Good, so drop your arms. Here's a little experiment we're gonna do today. I would like you to close your eyes. Imagine, so you're not actually moving here. You're just going to imagine your arms lifting. I want you to imagine twisting even further. Your arms will lift, you'll twist to the right. Notice the spot where you could look last time. Imagine yourself twisting further past that. Unwinding all the way. And then let yourself uncoil to center. Take a deep breath. Exhale and imagine yourself twisting left. Notice where your fingers were pointing last time. And imagine yourself twisting further. Deepening into it. And then uncoil and bring yourself back to center. Good. Shoulder roll. fingers open. Here's our experiment. I want you to take the fingers on the right and twist and twist. Don't let the knees and hips come with you. And twist and twist. And notice if you can pass that spot and go deeper. Good. Wow. And uncoil. Our minds are such powerful tools. It just unleashed a whole new element. Drop your arms. Roll your shoulders. Let's do left. So imagine where you were able to twist last time in your mind. Let yourself twist. Notice where you were pointing to when you did it physically. Notice where you were pointing to when you did it with your brain. And then notice where you are in real life now. Yeah, uncoil. Sweet work. Hands can come down. Shoulders roll. Nice work. Now just let your hips sway side to side. I've got a visitor I can hear. Hi. Hello. Yeah. So hips sway right and left. Right and left. Feels quite good. Nice. I'd like you to do hula hoops again. Go right and left with those hula hoops. Breathe in circles. Breathe in circles. Good. So this whole body we always try and move all body parts in all their ranges of motion. So we've done the spine in twists. We've done the spine in its side to side movements, and we've done forward and backward movements. Okay, let's do a couple more backwards. I'd like your fingers to be on the chair. You're lifting your chest up to the sky, and just let your eyes lift as far as it's comfortable. And then it's almost like you just allow yourself to lean back. Hips can come to chair. Maybe your gaze goes upwards. Maybe you still look forward. Breathe. Good. Allowing yourself to come back up to center. Nice. That's a back bend. So from that back bend, let's opposite. The fingers can be on the end of the chair. Stretch out into that long countertop stretch again. Breathe. Bend into your knees. Push the sit bones back behind you even further. And then bring yourself back up. Yeah, 3 shoulder rolls backwards. 2, 3. Now just drop your hands. Let your feet plant on the floor. I'd like you to drop your gaze to the floor, or even close your eyes if it feels comfortable. And take some deep breaths. In and out through your nose. Notice the feet on the floor, the softness of the feet. Notice the strength of your legs. Notice the flow of breath through your body. The expansion of that breath going all the way through the body to fingertips and toes, and then coming back to your heart center. Long and slow. Yeah. Yeah, feels so good. Nice work, everyone. Okay, so for our floor work today, we're going to do some hands and knees stuff. And I want you to decide, I'm always going to give you an option of doing that work, hands and knees, from your chair, or you can do it on the floor. And so allow yourself to just find that nice brief visit. Decide what you'd like to do. So we could be here, and then you'll be practicing cat and cow this way on the chair, or perhaps you're going to come down to the floor, palms spread wide, knees on the mat. You might need a little bit of extra blanket underneath your knees. And if your wrists don't like this on the floor, you make fists and you press the fists into the floor, because sometimes that's easier than wrists. So picking your position now, just lift your head and tailbone and roll the spine to the sky. And just begin to let your body roll back and forth that way. If you are seated in the chair, it's the same movement. You just arch your back and lift the chest forward. and arch your back and lift the chest forward. Tie it with your breath. Good. If you're on the floor, I want you to think now about doing big circles with the spine, as if your torso was a cement truck. And this cement truck was just rolling the cement around in the middle. Go both ways, right and left, circling that cement around. Sometimes people describe this as like a skipping rope. Yeah. Good. Okay, so here's the, I'll give you the floor and then I'll show you the chair. On the floor, could you right hand reach up, place it down, and then take your left foot back behind you. So you get to decide right now if you can do right hand and left foot, or if you want to just practice one at a time. Here, they come out in front of you, okay? So they don't stretch out. Right hand, left foot. Breathe. Breathe. Good work. Everyone set those down. And now try the other side. So maybe you're going to do left arm, left leg. Same if you're on the floor. Left arm, left leg. Maybe it feels like they can both lift. Okay? Choosing. Breathe. Beautiful. And then your hands and knees come back down. If you are on the floor, I invite you to come to a seated position. Okay? Your feet can come out in front of you and your bum's on the ground. You're lifting your spine nice and high. It's okay if you're just sitting in a chair, you're just sitting upright. Good. Hands can come behind the thighs, and I'd like you to lift one heel at a time. Just keeping the spine as straight as you can. Some of you will find that this is okay for the body and that you could lift both heels. That one's really hard to do in the chair. So I would stick with one heel at a time if you were in the chair. Nice work. Good. And then come back down. So here's your choice of seated. If you're on the floor, you can sit cross-legged. If cross-legged feels okay for you, you're welcome to sit with your legs out in front of you. And if you do have a pillow or something around you, a folded blanket, and you wanted to slide that underneath your bum, you go right ahead. Okay? So whatever position your body is in, let the arms release down to the side. And then we go back right to the beginning of class. Yeah. Nice. Side bending if you're in the chair. Also side bending. Remember, those hands can just touch shoulders if the shoulders are achy today. Yeah, now release that, bring hands to heart, and just begin to twist. We take the shoulders and neck out of it when we twist like this. So good. Yeah. Good. Come back to center. Now you get to decide your final pose. So if you're ready to go down one level further, you will actually let yourself lie down on the floor. And if that doesn't feel possible today, just nestle your bum back into your chair. For the most part, we're just going to do a couple movements and then I'll be guiding you through a Shavasana. So I know that some of you are practiced at this, but this is one of our favorite poses for ending class, is just calves on the seat of the chair. If that feels like something you want to do today, you're welcome to. If not, lots of people like their knees bent, just falling in towards each other. So as you find comfort, you might find that you want to put like a little blanket or something underneath your bum. You might find that you need something underneath your head. You're just going to grab whatever's available to make those sort of modifications to make yourself feel more comfortable. So you've found a position now that feels okay. You can choose, there's one more I want to give you an option of. Some people like lying on their side. So if lying on your side is more comfortable for you than any of the other options I've given, then please feel free for that too. And allow yourself to just rest down into stillness. Notice what your breath is doing in your body. Notice if you're breathing through your nose or your mouth. And if your sinuses allow for you today to breathe in and out through your nose, then do that. Let go of any control you might still be retaining over the breath, over the inhale and exhale. And just let it fall into its natural rhythm. I want you to feel the air coming into your body. How the body receives that gift. How it harvests everything that it needs from that breath. Offering that support to cells, to organs, to bones and muscles, to blood. The exhale, giving back. Giving back everything that's no longer needed. As the energy pulses through your body, just imagine the communication of your cells as they speak to each other. Sense the cooperation of all your organs. Acknowledge the support of your bones. And consider for a moment the muscles and how they help keep your container strong. They are your balance and flexibility and strength. Not one part of this ecosystem is more important than the other parts. It is a huge intertwined design that relies on communication and cooperation and collaboration. And just consider that beautiful web of connectivity of your body. And then feel that same connectivity to your community. Maybe it is local communities that you are a part of. Maybe it is the new emerging online communities that you're a part of. But also think of your global community. And as you breathe in both the giving and the receiving, allow yourself to be just a strand in that network of global giving and receiving. And deepen your breath. Maybe sigh out of your mouth. Allow yourself to start to gently wiggle your fingers and toes. Stretching your arms and legs. And then allowing yourself to move back up or stand from your chair. Nice work. Thank you to those of you who joined us a little bit after I moved away to say hello. So welcome, Miss Sandra, Miss Fern. Thank you, everyone. Feel free to unmute yourselves if you want to chat in any way. If you're on a computer, it's on your bottom left. If not, I want to say namaste. Thank you. Please feel free to join me again next week.
Thanks, Jill.
Thank you so much. Have a good day, Miss Linda. Thanks, Sandra. Sandra, I'm usually used to seeing you in the other class.
Thanks, Jill. Plowing my yard today.
Fair. Yeah. Thanks for joining us, the other Linda, both Lindas. Yeah. Bye, Kat.
Bye.
Thank you again, Norm and Marie. Bye, Elizabeth. See ya, Donna.
Bruno joining in.
Bye, Fern. We'll see you guys next week.